Hi, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It's also where my people get their identity, nationality, heritage, and a wonderful future. Today, we are talking about the sixth part of chapter 18 of the Pot Smoker's Bible, and the 15th chapter of the book of Zion. Last time, I began to tell you the truth about Trump, and so I'm going to take up where I left off. Trump believes he's better than everyone else at everything he chooses to claim. This is true of most one percenters. His royal treatment as a son of a rich man gave him the idea that he was born better than others. He is the greatest. He is that way by right of birth, by right of wealth. He is fake. He tells you only what he thinks that you will believe, only what makes him look good, his enemies look bad, or what he can get away with. He makes up facts and figures. He creates events and conversations. He lies openly because he thinks that he can fool you by covering what he is really doing with something more outrageous and grandiose. He believes that everyone else is an idiot to be exploited for his sole use. He believes that he's a genius. He thinks that we are too stupid to not believe his lies. If he says that it is truth, then no one else is smart enough to disprove him. He, and only he, is the master of all subjects. That's why he doesn't need a team. He is the team. He believes that he can get away with anything. He believes that that's his right. He's above the law. He believes that if he could do something wrong, that no one could catch him truly. He says that he can shoot someone on Fifth Avenue in New York City and get away with it and not lose any votes. That doesn't mean that he can actually do that, but that's what he believes in his fantasy reality. He has always conned his way out of trouble or bought his way out of trouble via his daddy's money. And so far, he's been right. He has gotten away with everything that he has done. He is prejudiced, pure and simple. He hates everything and everyone that is not just like him. He hates people of all other colors, creeds, and religions. He hates people of all other nations. He hates women. He hates all other sexual orientations. He hates anyone who threatens his fantasy. He hates the unwealthy most of all, his base. He hates the poor. If you're not male, white, and a one percenter, Trump hates you. Trump is what I would call a weasel. He will do anything to protect his ego or himself. Now, I bet you that Putin has something on Trump. Either a debt or some criminal act committed in Russia. Or perhaps he has both hanging over his head. Putin put Trump into the White House. Do not be fooled. Will he keep him there? Trump is a man willing to sell out America for his own selfish survival. Trump is cruel. I, as a Zionite, cuss, but he is cruel in his use of my language. He treats everyone around him like shit. Excuse my language. He browbeats his underlings. He abuses all who are around him. Just look at his tweets. He is cruel and inhumane in all that he perceives as inferior, which of course is everybody else. He is apathetic about all that he has done. He does not regret a single thing that he has ever done. He can't, because in his own eyes he cannot be wrong. He doesn't think that he has to care about anyone or anything other than his ego in the moment. What he has done is of no consequence to Trump. It's over. It's done. Move on. Get over it. He believes that he creates reality. If Trump says no quid pro quo, well, then he's right. Everybody else is wrong. There was no quid pro quo because he said so. There is no denying his decision because he, in his eyes, is God. So, if he says white supremacists are good, then they are good people. If the Kurds are happy, according to Trump, then they're happy. He is the dictator of reality. Trump has no soul. We are all born as creatures of both good and dark and light. Our goal in life is to be able to balance the two so that we can enjoy the middle path. We either go to the light as I did, or we go to the dark as he did. He lost his soul. His battle to suppress the darkness within him was lost. It's always someone else's fault to Trump. He isn't guilty of sexual misconduct. Women are trying to take advantage of his wealth. He's not guilty of a quid pro quo. The media is just out to get him. The impeachment inquiry is a witch hunt. Trump is and has always been and will always be innocent. I do not have to deal with real problems, so someone else can do that. Putin and Turkey can take care of Syria. The lawyers can take care of his tax problems. His press secretary. What's her name? Condoleezza? Conway? Oh, Conway. Kellyanne Conway. Everyone running this government in his name. But he's way too busy tweeting and watching TV and the news to govern anything. He is a puppet president, running a Russian government under the dictator and Putin, and a puppet White House for the Senate, who are quietly doing their own thing while Trump is distracted. They nominated him because they thought they could control him, not knowing that he was already a Putin puppet. Trump believes that he can go on doing whatever he wants forever. He believes that his fantasy has no end, or, at the very least, when shit hits the fan, he will go, he will be the one on top because he has the right to as a one percenter, and his destiny as a human white male with the ability to lie his way out of anything. In other words, Trump is this society. He represents its beliefs and its ideals, its goals and its actions. We will have to wait and see how America deals with the basest of men, who represents them as a whole. One day, society will be allowed to compare my conduct in life as a poor white trash, lowly female, to Trump. Then everyone will know just how guilty me and my people truly are. Obadiah tells us that the heathen, those who reject God and the gray, are going to get as good as they give. They will be subject to the judgment that they choose. In regards to my people, our enemies will be judged according to how they have already judged us, and they will regret their treatment of us. Zephaniah 3:8, Zion 15:18. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all of my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured in the fire of my jealousy. Zephaniah 3:8 tells us to wait until this day when he will return to earth and judge the people. He will gather the nations and let the whole world know just how angry the galaxy is about how we destroyed ourselves yet again. The gray are not very happy with humanity. It will be a rude awakening when the gray speak. Isaiah 47:6, Zion 15:19. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance, and given them into thine hands. Thou did not show them and thou showed them no mercy. Upon the ancient thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke. Isaiah 47:6 tells us that the anger of the God is transferred from their people, who rejected the Torah, to those who have the who have turned the prohibition of marijuana into the war on drugs. The gray were angry at my people for their ignorance, but oh my God, they are pissed off at America and all who wage war on drugs. The gray find our society as a whole to be without mercy. Humanity is a cruel, inhuman species who treat those who are different as outcasts. A society that treats the poor and the elderly with disdain. This society does nothing to give aid to those who suffer at their hands. The evidence of this is all around us. The drug users are given no mercy. The poor and the elderly must choose between food and shelter and medication that will kill them. The homeless are proof enough that society has no heart. I call myself gray because I am ashamed to call myself human. Humans have no mercy. And there I will stop for today. So, next time, we will take up with Psalms 12, 2, and 3. Until then, may the gray watch over you, protect you, guide you, keep you from all harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you always be worthy of them. May your words, your deeds, and your thoughts reflect truth, light, and good. May you always be happy and high. Know that I love you, that I will see you soon. I will champion our cause. Later, because I'll never say goodbye.